Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Tarot King the Prophet back with another Crown King Tarot presentation. About to do a reading for Pisces. This is the month of June 2022, but hopefully whenever you find this reading, it's the reading that's for you. All right. I start every reading off with a fortune cookie for my roses. This is the fortune cookie. And of course, Pisces, you are the roses. And these have already been shuffled, but I want to shuffle in front of you just so you know I'm not on no okey doke, okey poke, or whatever. This is a card out the Moonology Oracle deck. Pisces, you have the answers you need are coming. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Let's see what we got for Pisces. Full moon in Gemini. 2 and 7 are your numbers, Pisces. 2 and 7. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message, least said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. As metaphysician Florence Scovel Shinn, 1871 through 1940 put it, your word is your wand. You create magic in your own reality every time you express yourself. The attune to the moon, Pisces, is have an important conversation, but stay calm. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. The teaching behind this card is talk, and more talk as the emotional full moon moves into the communicative sign of Gemini. It's too easy to say too much, so mind how you go. If you pull this card can also indicate an enjoyable social event. Since the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing, this card also augurs well for any study you're either taking or considering. This card also augurs well for any study you're either taking or considering, Pisces. That is your fortune cookie. We'll come back to that after the reading. Hopefully it goes with the whole thing. Anybody that knows I use the Wildwood Tarot deck. I have a little deck and I have a big deck. I use the big deck to lay out the main general energy that covers the whole reading. Then the energy for the past, present, and the future. Then I come around to the little deck and use 3 cards in the past, 3 cards in the present, 3 cards in the future for clarification. And then I come back around to the little deck one more time with 1 card in the past, present, and future to summarize what we got so far. And then I come back to the big deck to pull one final message from the universe. All right. These cards are already shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle some more in front of you. As I already said in the beginning, I just don't want you guys to think that I got something already set up or anything like that. All right. Gotta remember how to shuffle. The month of June, Pisces. What do we have going on? Kind of saw the bottom card, and I just flipped the card, so we're going to run with that. All right. The 6 of Arrows in reverse. The card of transition. The 6 of Arrows in reverse. This is usually about going from something you know into something that you don't know, maybe dark water, something like that, straying away from mystery and emotions and all that. But this is going back to that, with it being in reverse, going back from what you don't know, getting away from all that mystery and everything, and getting back more to your comfort zone, more into what it is that you do know. Maybe even running away from a transition or moving away, being forced to move away from a transition. With this number 6 in reverse, it's the word 6, actually, S-I-X, not the number 6, the word 6. The number 6, if you flip it, it's going to be a number 9. But the number 6 in general means it's the number for building. It's the number of the cube. The cube has 6 sides, so it's from seeing things from all sides. And like I said, building. Whether it be in the word 6, it's about seeing things from one perspective and tearing down things. All right. So this could be, becoming very much alive. You know what I mean? Because right side up, you kind of dead inside, but at the same time, death and terror resembles letting old things go and starting new. You know what I mean? So maybe you are resorting back to these old things, possibly, maybe. I don't know. Let's go into the past, the present, and the future. See what we got going on here. In the past, we had 8 of arrows in reverse. Once again, that is the word 8, not the number 8. No matter which way you flip a number 8, it's always going to be an 8. The word 8 is it's the opposite. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I do it. The number 8 represents something that's ongoing. Something consistent, something steady flowing, steady moving. The word 8 is something that's ended when it in reverse. When it's in reverse, it's something that's ended, something that is no longer in motion, something that has stopped. This is the card of struggling. Right side up, this girl, she thinks that she's struggling. She's not really struggling. She has all the tools that she needs to keep moving forward. It's cold and windy outside, but she has on this nice little parka, to keep her moving. It's dark, but she has a lantern and a little creek to show her, help her guide along the way. Just enough light. It might not be all the light that she wants, but it's all the light that she needs. There's a lot of snow here, but she has on the boots and got the walking stick, making everything easier for her. You know what I mean? Like I said, she thinks in her mind she's struggling. She just has work to do to get to where it is that she needs to be. Well, this card is in reverse once again. So maybe this person is actually struggling, or maybe this person just that. Well, yeah, I think, possibly this person is actually struggling, and also they don't have all the tools that they need to proceed, to move, to go forward. Okay. This person is actually in a situation and actually struggling. Coming to the present is the King of Vessels. It's the heron, the bird heron. And this is about having an outlook into the future, but being 1 foot in and 1 foot out about which way you're going or which way it's going. Something to that extent. Going to the future. I'm sorry, that was the present. Did I say that was the future? That's the present. That's like the right now. It's just having an outlook on the future. Maybe a little intuition, a little instinct. It's a little dark, a little murky. But you still have a little insight. And maybe it's the darkness and the murkiness of the situation that has you 1 foot in and 1 foot out of this of whatever is going on here. Going to the future, we have the Four of Vessels. This is the card of boredom. If you look at this card, you see these cups up here, they're overflowing. They're just overflowing with water. There's a bunch of fulfillment in the background. It's just like you have everything that you need, but you're not necessarily appreciating it. You want a little bit more, and you got this number 4 right here, and that's the number of being grounded. It just represents so many earthly things like wind, water, fire, earth, up, down, left, right. You know what I mean? Just the directions. It just represents a lot of earthly things. But this is, like I said, it's of being fulfilled, having the things that you need, having a lot of fulfillment. But there's still something missing. There's still something that's keeping you from having the enjoyment that you want. You know what I mean? There's still something that you're not getting in this future. All right. Pisces. Let's go to the small cards and get a little clarification. It's going to break everything down a little bit better, just a little bit. See what we got going on for Pisces. All right. Going to the past, 1, 2, 3. You have 3 cards in reverse, which means that it can be changed. But since it's in the past, it can't really be changed. But your perception, the way you look at it, that can be switched up. That can be changed. You have the 8 of Bowls in reverse, the Major Arcana 14 card in reverse, and also the 9 of Arrows in reverse. All right. So this 8 of Bowls in reverse is the Hearthfire card. Remember, I was saying this, your major card, your main card, is also in reverse. So like I said, it's really about how you look at things. You remember I said right side up, it's like this woman has all the tools that she needs. And mind you, these cards are androgynous. So just because it's a woman on the picture does not necessarily signify a woman. It could be a woman, a man, so on and so forth. These cards really have no sex, even though it could be a woman on the picture, But this is about, I'm sorry, let me go back to what I was saying. So yeah, you might feel like you don't have everything that you need. You know what I'm saying? And once again, it's based on perception, because maybe you do have all the things that you need, but not necessarily all the things that you want. And this right here is about not transition, not having things to celebrate. You know what I mean? Not having everyone that you want around your desire, around your fire. You know, not upgrading possibly everybody, someone. It could just be someone that you don't have around your desire. You don't care for the ones that are around you. You have this 14 card right here, this card of balance, and it's in reverse. This is about something. You see this little man head up here, you know what I mean? It's just like an entity that you put above. Like I said, it's a man, but it could be a man or a woman. It's an entity that you put above that you possibly might have on your mind that is knocking you off balance. You know what I mean? Taking your balance away. These always signify like the snakes of on like the medical sign. You know what I mean? So it's just like healing to me. You know, but with it being in reverse, it's just like not healing. You know, a little bit of tearing down. And that one right there, that's the beginning of something. And with that four in reverse, that's being ungrounded. You know what I mean? So whatever it is that's possibly hidden or whatever on your mind or something like that is causing you to become unattached, you know. And then you have this nine of arrows in reverse. This is the card of dedication, and that's the universe pulling away. The universe with that number 9 in reverse, that's the universe not being involved, allowing you to make your own decision, going with your own will, you know, and not really forcing situations and things that happen with you. So whatever it is that's going on in this past, or that had gone on in this past, is really kind of on you, something that you set up, something that you decided. Okay. This is the card of dedication, and this is the card of and I really feel like whatever entity this was right here in this past has some sort of dedication to you, because right side up is something that you dedicated to, you know. And what I believe that this entity has some kind of commitment or some kind of possible dedication to you. You know, that's just kind of just the way it's coming to me. So to really wrap it up and break it all down, you know, it's just like you have what it is that you need, you know what I mean? And you have work to do, but you're not really pulling it off, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, maybe you don't have what it is that you need, or you just don't have what it is that you want in order to perform this duty, you know what I mean? And in that case, you know, things aren't going your way. It's knocking you off balance, causing a little wear and tear, you know, on your body, on your mind, your soul, so on and so forth. And I don't know. I think you really just kind of just don't have things the way you want to have them in this past. You know, it's just like the real breakdown to it. You just don't have things just aren't really going your way, you know, which be a good reason to go out of what it is that you don't know into what it is that you know in this main regular card. Bam, bam, bam. I thought he was about to be in reverse too, but you got the 21, the World Tree in reverse for the present, the 13, the Journey card in reverse, and then you have the 10 of Bowls, the card of responsibility. So this is about having some insight into the future, being 1 foot in and 1 foot out, you know what I mean? With this situation right here going on, you know, just like it's like you're missing something. You're not having everything it is that you want, like I said, going your way. You know, you have this 21 card in reverse, you know, it's that 2, it's like not having any choice in the matter, and that 1, the beginning of something. But it's this World Tree in reverse, and that's about going through some sort of karmic cycle. So it's like a situation that you've gone over and over and over again. Like, you know, maybe something, whatever it was that was going on in this past, is not your first rodeo with it. It's like maybe a situation that seems to keep on happening to you, and then there's some pettiness involved. There's this 1 and this 3. You know, once again, that's another 1, that's another beginning, and it's that 3 in reverse, and 3 is like the number of the divine, guides, angels, ancestors, things like that, you know, guiding you. And I'm going to say that they were drawn, like the universals were drawn, you know, and the ancestors are withdrawn as well. It's almost like, you know, this is not what we showed you, this is not what we taught you in this situation, this behavior. You know, this right here is a situation. This is somebody picking at that situation, and these are the birds just flowing around, just like spreading rumors and shit. The only thing right side up, the only thing that's missing out this card is you. You're not entertaining it. You're not indulging any of that, you know. But if you flip it around in reverse, you are there. You are entertaining something. You are indulging in some sort of petty behavior, some sort of petty situation, but like I said, this is your cycle. This is something that, I hate to say it, but this is something that you do. You know what I'm saying? This is something that happens to you. And you had this 10 of bows to follow everything. And this is the card of responsibility, having to carry the load on your own. Kind of makes me feel like you are paying for something, maybe some sort of karmic debt or something like that, with it being a karmic cycle about something petty and carrying this load on your own. It's just something that you possibly have to deal with, something that you have to live with, but you only have like really a short ways to go to carry this load. The question is are you going to break out of whatever habits, whatever that you have, and do what you need to do to get to the end of the cycle? Excuse you guys if you hear any background noise, outside is just right there. So you might hear a little something outside, but yes, definitely carrying this load on your own. There's a lot of blue in this car. You're wearing a lot of blue, so you're wearing like problems on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you kind of struggling with, that you're kind of suffering from, but you absolutely do have something to hold on to. You just have to hold on to it, and you have to use it. You have to use it as strength to raise the bar to get through whatever situation this is, Pisces. All right, let's go into this future. Boom, bam, pop. Like I said, this is about having the things that you want, having the things that you need, but not having everything that you want because you're bored. Your cups are overflowing. Everything's going good for you, but you don't have what it is that you want. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that can bring excitement into your life, you are missing that. You have this 9 of vessels, here go the universe involving itself in the future, and this is about generosity. This is about you giving out your energy, sharing this fulfillment. Remember, your cups is overflowing. You got this big ass bowl right here in the middle or in front of you, and here you are in your energy, and you're just giving it out, sharing with everyone. You come right here, you got this 3 of bowls. Like I said, you got everything that you want, but you're not fulfilled. You have a lot of fulfillment back there, but you're not fulfilled. This is the card of fulfillment. There go those snakes again, right there in reverse. You see what I'm saying? So that's still not healing, not getting what it is that you want, coming from one path and going down split paths, you know what I mean? Like not really having any direction. You got that number 3 in reverse. Once again, the divine is like, we're not going to guide you on this one, and that's why you have split paths. You see what I'm saying? Because the divine, you're not getting any guidance on it. The universe is making things happen, but the divine guidance that you need is not really happening for you. You're taking a step back and you're kind of going into a sort of isolation in this situation. And then right here you have 0 card, the Wanderer, and this is about starting something new. So maybe this is about starting something new and not knowing what it is that you're beginning, that you're going on to. Maybe start a new project or something to that extent, something like that. I don't know. It's just about something new, maybe a new cycle, maybe a brand new cycle. Maybe you are at the end of this cycle that you constantly keep on repeating. You know what I mean? You keep going through the situation over and over and over again. And you got this kind of responsibility in the present of something being complete. It almost makes me feel like that karmic cycle that you have been going through is completed, like you're done paying off this debt, you know what I mean, which would be dope, you know what I mean. It sucks that you had to go through it, that you had to deal with it, that you had to pay off this debt, but it looks like it's being paid off, you know what I mean. It's like you actually learned something from this actual situation that you're in, and ready to move on to something else and giving your energy, but there's still something missing in the future. But even though there's something missing in the future, you do end it off for starting this new cycle. So maybe way later on, the future is 5 minutes from now, but maybe way later on, way past that 5 minutes from now, you start to learn, and you start to gather what it is and come across what it is that you need that truly fulfills you, possibly. Let's get some summaries going on. Do believe so. 1, 2, 3. All right. So in the past, you have this 8 of vessels, and this 8 finally got an 8 that's right side up, but something that's ongoing. This is the card of rebirth. This is the card of starting again. You know what I mean? And which makes sense because in the present, you got that world tree in reverse, and that symbolizes going through a karmic cycle, and that's what you did in this past. You started again, you went through it again, you went through it again, you went through it again. But with it being that card of rebirth, it's like being reborn. So throughout this situation, I do believe that you started actually learning something from this incident, from this situation that's in the past. Bam, this number one card. Okay, so this Wanderer card that I pulled for you in the future, that's what the story is about. That's you in this card, with that number 0 being the number of the all, or God, or however you want to look at it. All right. This Wanderer card is about you. Okay, and the Wanderer goes on a journey. That 21 card, that world tree, that's the end of the journey. But this right here, this is the Magician. This is the beginning of the journey, the brand new start to a journey. And this is where you learn again, where you learn about tricks, games, the sleight of hand, magic. You know, it's like you ended this cycle. You're going through the cycle again, but you started again right here. And it's like you started with a fresh start, a fresh mind. Okay. And you actually began to learn something, or you remember what happened when you met the shaman or the magician in the beginning the last time. Coming to the future, you have another major iconic card, the 17, the world star. This is about going on a journey, following your dreams, going after what it is that you want, your desires, you know what I mean? Maybe possibly a little bit get into your emotion. But if you look at it, this person right here is going on a journey. And then you got shooting stars going in the circle. So it's about manifesting, getting what it is that you want. So in this future, I think you realize the cycle that you've gone through, you've grown, you've learned, and now you're reaching out and getting what it is that you want. So going out of what you don't know into what you know. I feel like you learned a lesson in this situation. You didn't know. However many cycles you went through, you didn't know. But now you know. Now you're going into what you know, learning how to treat the situation, how to treat people, how to treat an obstacle, how to treat whatever it was that you're missing still in this future that you still want to get. You know how to go out there and get the things that you want, because you got so much fulfillment back here. Your cups are overflowing, but there was still something missing. And I think that throughout this ordeal, you learned how to go back and get it. Not to go back and get it, but how to move forward and get it. You know, hold on to some of the things that you weren't able to hold on to before in this past and this present. Bam. Final message from the universe. You have the number 3 card, the green woman. There we go. That number 3, the guidance, right? But this is about creating something. This is that pot nice and full. This is about being more grounded, being more with the earth, being more of a woman who makes, or man, you know what I mean? Remember, these characters are androgynous, but being a person who makes better, more firm decisions for themselves, for their life, you know, to jump into this empress-like energy, you know what I mean? To rise above all the pettiness and be more of a queen or a king if you're a man, you know, in that type situation, you know, not necessarily going to war or anything like that, not fighting for anything, but knowing where you stand with everything. All right? This is definitely about growth. This is about becoming who it is that you need to be, Pisces. For you, for yourself, for a healthier, more down-to-earth reality in the future. That's pretty awesome, Pisces. Full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. Back to this fortune cookie. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. Man, I love when my readings come together with this fortune cookie. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message: least said, soonest mended. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power, as metaphysician Florence Scovel Shinn, 1871 through 1940, put it. Your word is your wand. You create magic and your own reality every time you express yourself, Pisces. The attuned to the moon is Have an important conversation, but stay calm. Have an important conversation, but stay calm. That was a pretty dope reading, Pisces. I liked it. Um, Definitely work on the way you speak, the way you relate to others, you know what I mean, and the way you treat situations. Get on out of this cycle, and become that green woman energy, you know what I mean? More down to earth, more that creator, and you creating things that you want in your life. You're manifesting things that you want in your life, not just the things that you can just really just work to have, evidently we're talking about things that money can't buy, like love, things like that, appreciation. Um, I am Tarot King the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. If you appreciate the video, remember we talking about appreciation. If you appreciate the video, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Let me know how you feel, and I definitely appreciate that. In the meantime, love, blessings, light, and peace.